You have made it to Module 6, which means you are almost to the finish line. Module 6 addresses two acts that directly relate to instructors teaching online courses. Those two acts are the TEACH Act and the ADA Act. So, what are these two acts all about? Let's start with the TEACH Act. The TEACH Act is, in essence, an act that allows instructors to use materials that are copyrighted in their online courses. Before we go further, let's take two steps back. So the phrase copyright is analogous to the title of a car. You can't necessarily go about borrowing somebody's car without their permission, nor can you use someone else's copyright or recordings without their permission. However, in 1992, Congress created the Technology, Education, and Copyright Harmonization Act, also known as TEACH, in order to create rules for how educational nonprofit organizations can use copyrighted materials in their distance education courses without having to pay any licensing fees. Now, the TEACH Act, when coupled with the Fair Use Act, which is an act that allows individuals to use copyrighted materials without having to obtain the express permission from the rights holders, essentially allows instructors to use copyrighted materials in their online courses. That being said, the TEACH Act does provide specific stipulations for instructors who want to use copyrighted materials in their online courses, which we'll review later in this module. Next, let's spend some time reviewing the ADA Act. The ADA Act, also known as the Americans with Disabilities Act, ensures that individuals with disabilities have the same rights and opportunities as everyone else. So, how does this relate to online teaching? Honolulu Community College is required by law to provide programs and services that are accessible to all qualified participants, including those with disabilities. This essentially means that any web content, including online courses, needs to be more accessible for a wider range of people with disabilities. To simplify this, instructors teaching online courses must provide multiple ways for students to gain knowledge, demonstrate knowledge, and interact with others. These facets go a really long way towards making courses more accessible to all students, including those with disabilities. Plus, accessibility efforts not only benefit students with disabilities, but can also benefit English language learners and students who might work better in quiet or loud environments. Our readings in Module 6 offer some fantastic resources for ADA compliance and also copyright materials and policies in online courses. Please feel free to spend some time perusing them and refer back to them as needed. Our module activity actually asks you to revisit content that you've developed in previous modules. In particular, we're asking you to find that syllabus that you created or revised and review it in terms of ADA compliance. You're going to make any adjustments or revisions needed to ensure that your document is a bit more ADA compliant. And you're also going to be revisiting your VoiceThread or your YouTube video. If you created a VoiceThread, you'll be making a transcript that is ADA compliant in a Word document. Or if you developed a YouTube video, then you will be making sure that your captions are there and that they are grammatically correct. As always, if you have any questions or need any added guidance, you know where to find me. Mahalo!